Former The Nation player Stewie2K wins ESLCS. Bros are trying to claim him as a Valorant player. What? It's like they knew I'd be here. Man, imagine having Tarik sub in for champs. I know Curry's a 6, but in some universe that happens. Best content ever. It's not crazy, you know, you get shot at 7 or something crazy like that. You could plant the bomb and die. That'd be great. Nice. Dude, I wish I feel like Sentinels, they would. Like, I feel like Rob would be crazy enough to get a CS team, but it has to make sense, and I don't think it does. To make a good NA CS team is hard. Wait, this is a good comment. I don't know why, but watching these CS events makes me realize how tame Val fans are during LANs. Part of the issue is Riot's production. They don't highlight the crowd and live sport feeling enough. Every round in CS, we get shots of the players' reactions and crowd shots, and the crowd is mic'd up. Like, for example, Lockham was crazy loud, but Riot did a poor job of making you feel how truly crazy it was in the main broadcast. Riot's events feel more theatric, like a show, whereas CS feels more like a sports event. It's the one thing I really wish Riot would do better when I've been saying this for a while. I'm not sure the reluctance because I think it enhances the event, not detracts from it. Like Shanghai has 18,000 capacity, even if the crowd isn't as crazy as DOS. The crowd in terms of hype will be very loud and have crazy moments, but I feel like one would be able to appreciate it on the broadcast. I think this guy's right. I mean, I think this guy's right. I'm not sure if this is Riot's intention or what, but I think this is pretty spot on. I love when the analysts are all wearing suits and like dressed mad professionally. I think it's so sick. As a Val guy, I enjoy the CS match watching more. It's just different. Also, that was a final. Ooh,
Let's see
ooh, 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 ooh. What the fuck? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Good memeing.
Every day. To not have to do that took a long time for me to get used to. And it's probably why someone like FNS ended up going back to playing. You know, he thought he was done and he ended up streaming, and he couldn't have even been more successful streaming. Like, he had so much success, but it still wasn't enough. Like, the itch to play again as an ex-player is ridiculous. It is so hard. I was actually depressed for a while. It took a long time for me to like work through that. Like, what happened to his brand that first run in streaming? Like, you only get a couple momentum moments like that as a content creator, and like, it's pretty important to strike on those. And he did. He put in the hard work for that. But he doesn't know if, like, what if he retires from being a pro player in a year and a half, and by that time Benkai has retired, Boaster has retired, fucking someone else in NA has retired. Like, what if like some random person like Jogma retires, and they're all co-streaming and they all have big brands? Like, yeah, he would still be able to pull like a good amount of viewership, but he would lose that to an extent. I hope that makes sense.
Makes a point.
It's definitely an opportunity cost, this decision.
Yetta J versus Alpha.
Like, I respect the fuck out of this decision, actually, from FNS. I totally get it.
I would say two things. One, you have to follow your heart. That's for damn sure, because you can't half-ass anything. And two, people are saying, is it relatable for me? I think the difference for me is that even when I was a pro, I always streamed. Like, throughout my entire pro career, I was streaming like the majority of the time. When I would go boot camp, I would stream. When I was at home after practice, I would stream FPL, Rank S. So I've been doing it for a long ass time, and it was something I enjoyed to do regardless. So when I switched over to streaming, the part that I miss is playing in front of an audience, playing on stage, but I don't miss practicing. That's for damn sure. I don't miss the stress of losing. I don't miss traveling every weekend, at least in Counter-Strike. I do miss, I don't know. I miss the upside. I don't miss the downside. So yeah, but I think for John, like I agree with what Sean's the point he's making here, 100%. I think it's a big thing for him to give up and go back to being pro, and I think it's got to be because that's where his heart's at. Because his stream was popping off for sure, and he made the valid point of like, arguably he should have probably kept pursuing that, but he didn't because he wants to compete. I respect the hell out of it as well. Because that's not an easy thing to pass up on. Same with Sam as well. Like, I imagine they'll still stream, and they should. But, like, I agree with Sean. They're making a sacrifice to compete, 1,000%. But with that being said, I hope FNS and Sam use this to their advantage in the negotiations of their new contract. Like, going back, they should be asking for way more money because they're giving up way more money. And I hope they use that to their advantage because they have a lot more to bargain with now.
This is a very familiar...
Especially because NRG are playing poorly, especially because they're both thriving.
...stage and they're fighting for survival.
They have a lot of
However,
negotiating
the numbers
power.
are on Team Heretic's side. They have never lost to FUT before.
Someone in chat earlier when I had the waiting screen up and I was about to step away. He's like, I know you're reading this and smiling, KEKW. I was smiling.